everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey now. I am Audrey, and okay, so who am I? I am an ever evolving being, and my past and the present, and if you see it all at the same time, past, present, future, all here now. So, my experience includes being a healer, a psychic, an artist, an author, a writer, a mom, a daughter, a sister, a mate, um, a soltera. That's a person on her own or his own. Then he'd be a soltero. Here it's a soltera. And an experiencer of life. And here on Moving Forward, we are a healing podcast. And today's topic is feel your feelings and express them appropriately. Feel your feelings and express them appropriately. And yes, I will teach you some of how to do that. So, our breathing attunement, we do breathing attunements, we're going to have affirmation, we're going to have beauty because it's going to be in frequency stones because we all benefit from having beauty around us and throughout. It literally changes the brain waves, your brain waves. It helps open your heart. It helps calm you down and lift you up. So sit comfortably. If you're taking care of somebody like a child or someone else who needs your attention in any way, shape, or form, please do that. And then you can participate with us at another time. This is a podcast, so you can watch it whenever. And you can meanwhile listen and take it in that way while putting your main focus on whatever it might be. If you are preparing food and you've got a knife in your hand, definitely pay attention. All of that. So, our affirmation. Should I start affirmation breathing attunement? Our breathing attunement for today. We're going to do, I'm keeping them relatively simple so that you can do them regularly, which is the point of them, to do them every single day and regularly so that your energy gets aligned, you get aligned, and then whatever might be happening in the so-called outer world, you will be aligned. So what we're going to do, we've done it before, is an inhalation, a retention of the breath, an exhalation, a small retention of the breath, and again, an inhalation, a retention of the breath, an exhalation, and a small retention. So the inhalation is more or less a count of 4, the retention is a count of 5, the exhalation is a count of 6. And the idea, you can do your own count if you choose, and the more you do this, the slower you can go, which will give you more control and power over yourself and with your life. This isn't power. It's not manipulation. It's you are in charge of your life. You are the sovereign. You are the one connected to the all-in-all, source, whatever you call it, goddess, God, source, Allah, Great Spirit, Oshun, Yamanja, I don't know why my nose is itching, Oshun, Yeshua, which insofar as all my studies have shown is the correct name for Jesus. But it is important for us to also know nobody's coming to save you. You do not need to be saved. You are made of source stuff. You, me, all of us are made of light. It's up to us to know how to call on it, which is why this podcast. So, sit comfortably, have your back supported, your head supported. Don't do the standing up. You can get a little lightheaded because you're going to breathe deeply and slowly. You want to be sitting down. You could be lying down with your back and head supported. And we shall loosen your clothing, take off your shoes, let your phone be, and now we shall start. I'm going to put my hand, I'm not going to move the, I've done that before. If I move the computer, I lose the podcast. So no, see, my hand is on my heart. You may have your hand on your heart. I do right hand then left hand, or I leave this because I'm going to do whatever I might do with it. So get ready. Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. 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 Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Notice how you feel. If you are taking notes on all these lessons, experiences, classes, pay attention to that. How did you feel before you started this breathing technique, this attunement? How do you feel now? Chances are you'll discover you're more calm, you feel more at peace, more at ease, aligned inside, which aligns you what we can perceive as the outside. However, it's all one, the multiverse universe that we are an aspect of. Please practice this on your own. You can watch this as many times as you choose, till you can do it all by yourself. And then you don't always have to count. I do not have to count when I do it. And then you can breathe in white light, and it's inside. You don't have to seek it outside, although it's there. When I met the shiny light beings, when I had near-death experience, amazing, completely astounding and amazing. We are made of white light. We're part of the Creator. We're all connected. Does that mean everyone's living from that? No. Can you? Yes, that's why we're doing this, to encourage that. Absolutely. And beyond, because we are at a time on the earth where we are shifting frequency And many people are talking about becoming the new human, the galactic human, the universal human, whatever the words are you choose to use. So we're releasing the trauma, the yuck, the gross, the isms of the past. And yes, I have books on that, and I have courses on that. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Our affirmation for today, and our topic for today is feel your feelings and express them appropriately. And I will give you examples. So, our affirmation. An affirmation is the statement of power, intent, and action. We live in a world where we express by action, also by how you feel, what you think, your intention, and what you do about it. And if you stay on an up-level frequency, you will have options. And even if you in the ego state cannot figure out what they are, we're going beyond the ego state. We're not living in an ego state. We're going beyond that. We're living from higher self. That's part of why we're doing all this, to raise our frequency. Okay, so our affirmation for today is, I love that I have feelings. I feel them and express them beautifully. I love that I have feelings. I feel them and I express them excellently. I love that I have feelings. I feel them and express them excellently, productively, wonderfully. One more time. I love that I have feelings. I feel them and I express them productively, excellently, healingly. Thank you. And I will be showing you exercises on how to do that. For those people, whomever they may be, and it could be anyone at various different times who may not prefer to feel their feelings, because you, me, her, him, it, them, however, might be feeling angry, might be feeling sad, might be feeling resentful, might be feeling regretful, might be feeling overwhelmed. And so someone, anybody, may choose to block that, curtail it, squash it. Not a good idea. That causes and can cause disease in the body. Definitely not a good idea. Best to understand, first of all, to understand that you are a person with feelings. If you don't have feelings, that could make you a sociopath, a psychopath, or a robot. Part of what other beings from wherever choose to take or have that we humans, you women's have are feelings. And if you've been taught to repress them, that's part of what you're letting go of. That is part of it, because it dampens your passion, it dampens your ability, it dampens your energy, it dampens your life force. Not a thing to aspire to. Okay? If you want to be able, if you choose to be able, I edited myself because want has to do with lack. If you choose to have as full a life as possible while also being relatively calm or not, feelings are a big part of it. I'm born under the sun sign of Cancer in both Western and Vedic astrology. And I used to live through my feelings. I thought if I felt something, it was absolute reality. I learned from, I forgot who wrote this, but I learned it in one of my astrology books years back, that most Cancerians think they are their feelings. No, we have them. We are not our feelings. We are a soul. We are all a soul, each one, although we can be part of the same soul family. And to deny that is to deny an aspect of the reality of who you, me, us, we are. That is counterproductive. So, first let me do something with beauty. The reason beauty is important is, one, it helps open your heart. Two, it brings a smile to the face, to the cells. It aligns and realigns the patterns in our brain. I think also in our gut. It helps us digest our food better. So this is one of my frequency stones. I did not make the stone. The stone is part of nature. I did the painting. Hope you can see these well. They literally are gorgeous. And even though I do these in an up-level place, I'm always astounded by how they look. I'm just amazed and give thanks. I'm so grateful that I am given this as my work to do. My job, my joy of being, J-O-B. Look. And yes, you may have one. They are available for you to purchase. I'm going to have to adhere this one better. They are actual rocks, most from the land, a few near the ocean. They will help you get centered, grounded, be quiet. You can hold them and look at them. It will bring a smile to your lips, to your face, to your energy, and then you can open. And now, why feel your feelings? That's part of what makes you a whole person, W-H-O-L-E. That leads to holy, H-O-L-Y, because a truly holy person is whole, W-H-O-L-E, not partial, not only a little piece. Those kinds of depictions, in my opinion, are incorrect, because to be holy, it's important to embrace our planet and help take care of it, not plunder it, not misuse it. That's not holy. That's not whole. That's an abuser. It would be like abusing your own body or another person. That's a no. Or animals. No. So when you feel your feelings, if it's something that you may not prefer, like I personally would prefer to always be feeling happy and loving and wonderful and at ease. There are times I can be feeling angry, I can be feeling sad, I can be feeling resentful, I can have some feelings of regret, I can have feelings of overwhelm, I can have any of those feelings. And because I am a sensitive and I feel intensely, deeply, and I am an empath, so there's no, with me, denying feelings. I learned that when I was 10 or 12, that if I didn't express positively what I was feeling, I had excruciating stomach aches. I was doubled up. I was 10 or 12 and I learned this. So, learn this. If you're feeling angry, that does not mean you call someone up and yell at them. That's not what you do. It does not mean you go out and commit mayhem. No. It does not mean you pick up a weapon and harm someone or yourself. That is an inappropriate expression of feelings. The idea of expressing them appropriately is so that you get centered and be in the space of love, kindness, compassion, gratitude, and joy. And to me, that is our natural way of being. How do I know? I meditate and do breathing attunements. And my feelings can run the gamut. So, you can do for anger. It's called 1, 2, 3, roar. The guides gave me this. I might have still been pregnant. As I said, I'm somebody who feels strongly. And I was pregnant, or else I had already given birth and I had my little girl. And I did not want her to be scared of some of the passion of me, her mother, feelings. So we learned, but she did not always want to learn this. So if we were annoyed with each other, you don't go, no. I came up from a family with that. That's no. And I was one of the worst. There were times I decided I was going to yell louder than everyone else or anyone else because I wanted to shut them up. And my ascendant is Aries, my Mars is in Leo, I can yell. There are better ways to yell, but I can do that. And that's not how I choose to do it now. But I'm not a kid now. I am a grown woman. Hopefully a woman of wisdom. So here is 1, 2, 3, roar. You agree beforehand that if and when there is an issue and you both want to at each other, you become lions. So you start small, like your little lion cub. You get bigger and bigger, and at a certain point, and I'm not going to do it quite here because I don't want to totally roar at you, you get to where you're roaring at each other. And at a certain point, what happens when I've done this with people, you start laughing because you're getting it out. And when you do that and you get that out, then that feeling, which is an energy and emotion, energy and motion, it is dispersed and you can speak. First, do the protective prayer. So you're clearing the space. Again, you can print out the protective prayer. It's on my website, AudreyNow, AudreyNow.com. Protective prayer is, and the universe gave me this years ago. Anything I may say, no matter what it may look like, sound like, or feel like, is to be taken into the universe as love and light, and anything that might be higher. Anyone I may mention in any way, shape, or form, consciously, unconsciously, with my mouth, silently, in any way, including myself, is to be protected with light and love, and anything that might be higher. Any results of this, no matter what they may look like, is to be taken and lifted to light and love. I do this for my highest good, the highest good of everybody and anyone involved, with free will and free choice for all concerned. And then I end it with Amen, Ashe, Aho. And doing that, you prepared the space, and then it's the 1, 2, 3, roar. 1, 2, 3, roar. 1, 2, 3, roar. 1, 2, 3, roar. I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, roar. And you keep going till it's a louder roar. And you're doing it at or with, not in each other's space, each other. And at some point, generally, one person is going to laugh or go, okay. And then you let it go. You laugh, let it out, let it out. Appreciate that. Or if someone cries, let it out. Let those feelings cleanse. You're cleansing. You are releasing. You are letting go of old, who the heck even knows what. Genetic karmic patterning, epigenetics, whatever you want to call it. I call it genetic karmic patterning. That's what the guides taught me years ago, before I'd ever heard of epigenetics. I did not get it from them. I got it from the guides, from source. And that's what you do. Then, when you've gotten calm again, you can talk about whatever the issue is. What is it? What do we each desire? What part of responsibility does each person have in creating the situation? You have to be honest. You have to be real. You have to be naked down to the bone with the reality and authenticity that you are discussing. This is not the time for pretext. This is no special ego. No, ego is irrelevant here. Your soul is what's important. And when you do that, you'll connect with your own self and with the other person on a deep level. And then you can say, what can each of us create, be, and do in this situation? Or do we need another person, another situation to help solve it or fix it or move forward? And I grant you, if countries, nations, companies do this, we would have a different world. So bring this into your life. This is real stuff. Now say that you are, okay, I'm going to keep it shorter because we do this for a half hour and then we're done for the podcast for the moment. You can reach me at audreynow, AUDRYENOW @gmail. The website is audreynow, AUDRYENOW.com. At the moment, I am without a webmaster or mistress, so it's however it is. Am I open to having a new one? Yes. Get in touch with me if you have an interest, but look at the site first. And to get onto the podcast, to see it, it's youtube.com/ that little @ moving forward now 22. So say you're feeling sad. And yes, I do sessions, but make sure it's me you're talking to, not someone else. Say you're feeling sad. It's important to let the feelings out, whether that means crying, whether that means what am I sad about, what's really happening, is it what I think it is? And if you don't know how to cry, they're telling me slice an onion, and a pungent onion. Not right in your eyes, don't do that, but nearby, and tears will start to come. Let yourself cry. Watch a sad movie. Watch something that triggers that within you so you can get that process started. And then all the stuff that you might be sad about, throw them all in there. Because the tears are cleansing. It is cleansing water and letting it go. And water holds memory. It purifies. It is sacred. So let it go. And when you have completed that aspect, make sure you wash your hands. Splash your face. Blow your nose. And make sure you say thank you afterwards. And then write. What did you learn? What did I just do? What did I learn? What's my next step? Thank you. And then fill in those sentences, those questions. And you will progress. Under no conditions, if you're in the midst of a deep feeling, call someone up and scream at them. Don't do that. That's a no. Do not do anything, refrain from doing anything that is harmful to you or anyone else or the planet. That's a no. That's inappropriate, juvenile misuse, including your mouth and how you speak. And if anyone knows me at all, I would like to say I'm beyond this. If I get upset, nasty street words can come out of my mouth. I'm apologizing as they're coming out. So when I'm done with that and I'm not doing it anymore, I'll let you know. So now it's time for our final piece. Appreciation and gratitude. Thank you for watching. Please tell everybody about us. If you're growing and you'd like the world to benefit, definitely like us, love us, subscribe, and share. Let everybody know about us. Thank you, and many, many blessings to you. Bye.